What's happening, everyone? It's Lights Out 7, looking back at Week 6's NFL action. And we'll have one fancy takeaway from each game that hopefully can help with some decisions coming up in the near future. We'll go through each game. So Tampa Bay at Philadelphia up first, and the main takeaway I had from this one was it's basically the Leonard Fournette show, even in the pass catching chops. So Ronald Jones and Gio probably can stay on the wire. Moving on to the next game, Miami and Jacksonville. I've got here basically James Robinson, 100% of touches from the RB spot. You're not looking at anyone else in that backfield. He's also got a really nice playoff schedule. So Houston and the New York Jets are in there as well. So that's something to look at. Next game, LA Chargers at Baltimore Ravens. Rashad Bateman got 6 targets on his first game back in a really run-heavy game script. That's encouraging. Next game, Minnesota at Carolina. Now, Chuba Hubbard did not look comfortable with those targets today. He's not getting them either from Darnold, so it's not like for like. Obviously, it was never going to be a like for like swap with C-Mac, but those targets are not going to Hubbard, and I think that's why Terrace Marshall left with a concussion. He might be worth holding on to. Is Robbie Anderson. Next one, Packers at Chicago. I really liked the usage for Khalil Herbert. He looked fantastic, 100% of touches. Does he keep a role when the others come back? And the first one back probably is going to be Damian Williams. It's either going to make them both not usable or they like enough of what they've seen from Herbert. It's one to watch, that one, big time. Next one, Cincinnati at Detroit. This is Joe Mixon's season. We all know it. Everyone knows it. If he's healthy, he's a top 5 running back. Simple as that. Next one, Houston at Indianapolis. I think Michael Pittman is the biggest buy low in the whole NFL fantasy sphere, if that even exists right now. Paris Hilton, T.Y. Houston, Paris Campbell, both left with injuries, and they both play really well, leaving Pittman with a bit of a down game. He's one to go after right now. LA Rams at Giants, terrible game to watch. I was really looking forward to this one as well, but did not turn into the spectacle that I thought. Takeaway though is really Kadarius Toney is going to be a focal point if he stays healthy. Even if Galladay's back, and I want to say even if Saquon's back, he's shown enough now. When he gets the ball, he's electric. They're going to keep looking for him. So that's one to watch. If he starts, he plays on your fantasy team, essentially. Kansas City at Washington. Expecting a little bit more of a fight from Washington in this one. Didn't give it. McKissick got 10 targets. Game script, yes. We all saw it coming, yes. We did not see Gibson probably leaving. So one to watch, Jared Patterson is on the radar as well. Arizona at Cleveland, another disappointing game. So Hunt leaving, takeaway here is if Chubb and Hunt miss time, Dearness Johnson's the pickup. If Chubb comes back, Felton becomes the pickup because of his pass catching role. He might slide into the Kareem Hunt role. Don't know. All depends on Chubb. Vegas at Denver. So Melvin Gordon and Williams are literally sharing 50-50 every time they play. It's not a coincidence now. Someone's keeping an eye on these carries and saying, right, your turn. They can't, I don't think they can be used if they are not winning the game like this one. So they're both very close to 9 or 10 fantasy points in half point. That feels like they're ceiling if they're not favoured. So that's one to watch all season. As soon as one goes down, obviously, then the other one will be laughing. Dallas at New England as we fly through these. Biggest takeaway here is Ramondre Stevenson, cracking game first of all, but Ramondre Stevenson getting 3 targets on the field more for ball with instead of Bolden on the pass catching role as well. And he's got the goal line work, so he's got the high value touches inside the red zone, although he did share them with Harris. And he's getting the pass catching chops. I think Bolden can be cut and Stevenson's a stash. Seattle-Pittsburgh. Seattle looked great when they run the ball and took it away from Geno Smith's hands. Probably not a coincidence they did that. Probably will continue to do that even with Collins' injury. So one to watch really if Penny does come back. I actually like DJ Dallas as a pickup, but we'll talk about that on the waiver wire. Buffalo and Tennessee, what an excellent game to finish. Not many this week. Just this one and the Dallas and New England game really stand out. But Zack Moss and a lot of people started Zack Moss this week thinking it's Zack Moss time. My biggest takeaway here is Singletary got him from the start. They split it again, and actually Singletary probably looked a little bit better, performed better. So again, I'm not sure you can start either of those. They are running the ball a little bit more in neutral game scripts, Buffalo, than last year. That is something I did notice in this game. But yeah, that's the roundup for week 6 in the books. Thanks, everyone.